All right, boys and girls, it's time for story time. Hi, thanks for joining us. Today's story is titled David's Father. The author is Robert Munsch. The illustrator is Michael Marchenko.
Jamie, I'm gonna shake.
David's father.
I'm gonna shake.
I know, he's giving her a shake, isn't he? Yes. He. Yes. Julie was skipping home from school. She came to a large moving van. A man came out carrying a spoon. Only it was as big as a shovel. Another man came out carrying a fork. Only it was as big as a pitchfork. A third man came out carrying a knife. Only it was as big as a flagpole. Yikes! Said Julie. I don't want to get to know these people at all. She ran all the way and hid under her bed until dinner time. The next day, Julie was skipping home from school again. A boy was standing where the moving van had been. He said, "Hi, my name's David.
Oh.
Would you like to come and play?"
No.
Julie looked at him very carefully. He seemed to be a regular sort of boy, so she stayed to play. At 5 o'clock, from far away down the street, someone called, "Julie! Come and eat!" "That's my mother," said Julie. Then someone called, "David!" "That's my father," said David. Julie jumped in the air. Ran home and locked herself in her room until it was time for breakfast the next morning. The next day, Julie was skipping home and she saw David again. He said, "Hi, Julie. Do you want to come and play?" Julie looked at him very, very carefully. He seemed to be a regular boy, so she stayed and played. When it was almost 5 o'clock, David said, "Julie, please stay for dinner." But Julie remembered the big knife, the big fork, and the big spoon. "Well, I don't know," she said. "Maybe it's a bad idea. I think maybe no. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye." "Well," said David, "we're having cheeseburgers." Chocolate milkshakes.
Chocolate milkshake.
And a salad. "Oh," said Julie. "I love cheeseburgers." I'll stay. So, they went into the kitchen. There was a small table with cheeseburgers, milkshakes, and salads. On the other side of the room, there was an enormous table. On it were a spoon as big as a shovel, a fork as big as a and a knife as big as a flagpole. "David," whispered Julie, "who sits there?" "Oh," said David. "That's where my father sits." David's father sounded like this. He opened the door. David's father was a giant! On his table, there were 26 snails, 3 fried octopuses, and 16 bricks. Chocolate! David and Julie ate their cheeseburgers, and the father ate the snails. David and Julie drank their milkshake, and the father ate fried octopuses. David and Julie ate their salads, and the father ate his chocolate-covered bricks. David's father asked Julie if she would like a snail. Julie said no. David's father asked Julie if she would like an octopus. Julie said no. David's father asked Julie if she would like a delicious chocolate-covered brick. Julie said no, but please, may I have another milkshake? So David's father made her another milkshake. When they were done, Julie said very softly so the father couldn't hear, David, you don't look very much young. Well, I'm adopted, said David. Oh, said Julie. Well, do you like your father? He's great, said David. Come for a walk and see. So they walked down the street. Julie and David skipped, and the father went. They came to a road, and they couldn't get across. The cars would not stop for David. The cars would not stop for Julie. The father walked into the middle of the road, looked at the cars, and yelled, "Stop!" The cars all jumped in the air, ran around in a circle. And went back up the street so fast they forgot their tires. Julie and David crossed the street and went into a store. The man who ran the store didn't like serving kids. They waited 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Then David's father came in. He looked at the storekeeper and said, "These are my friends!" The man jumped into the air, ran around the store 3 times, and gave David and Julie 3 boxes of ice cream, 11 bags of potato chips, and 19 lifesavers, all for free. Julie and David walked down the street and went around a bend. There were 6 big kids from grade 8 standing in the middle of the sidewalk. They looked at David, they looked at Julie, and they looked at the food. Then one big kid reached down and grabbed a box of ice cream. David's father came around the bend. He looked at the kids and he yelled, They jumped right out of their shirts. They jumped right out of their pants. Julie ran after them, but she slipped and scraped her elbow. David's father picked her up and held her. Then he put a special giant bandage on her elbow. Julie said, "Well, David, you do have a very nice father after all, but he is still kind of scary." "You think he's scary," said David. "Wait till you meet my grandmother."
Look at her leg!
That is a big hairy leg!
Looks like a giant gorilla!
And that is the end of our story, David's father. Thanks for joining us.
Come on, guys, give a round of applause. Let's hear it. Michael! Let's hear some clapping. Michael. Liz, clap.